Meeting in the middle. Is compromising the key to a healthy relationship?
Yeah, marriage and family therapist Jenifer Smith is here to talk about the good and the bad of this tool for couples. Hello.
Hi. So good to be with both of you today.
Yeah, I know. We have to disclose, like, Mikey is the connector.
Yes.
When you started coming on
Yes.
Talk Pittsburgh, it was because Mikey was like, hey, you should talk to John.
yes.
I know a sex therapist. Of course I do.
And today's the first time we actually met in person.
I know.
This is amazing.
So funny.
So let's talk about compromise, because I think there is so much give and take. And when we talk about how relationships can be hard, some of that is because of the compromising aspect of it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that compromise is not something that we've been taught in communication, right? But it is something that we need to use in everyday life, but especially in relationships, because you have to be willing to hear the other person out if you also want your own needs met.
Right.
But a lot of people struggle with that of like, I just want my needs met. I'm not really thinking about the other person.
I think compromise gets a bad rap because when I hear it or other people hear it sometimes, you think about, oh, well, I'm going to miss out on what I really want. Like, how do you get both parties' needs met?
Well, you have to be willing to identify. And so I ask people all the time to really do the work on themselves and say, what is it that I'm needing in this moment, right? Or even when it comes to making a decision, you know, like, okay, let's lay it all out. You tell me what you want, I'll tell you what I want, and let's figure out what makes sense, right? And a lot of time people just don't take the time. They don't take the time to really think about what their needs are, but also like to have that conversation.
This is what they mean when they say relationships are work, right?
Well, that's it. I mean, you gotta put in the work. There is effort to it.
Yeah.
All right, so this happens a lot, I think, with many relationships. There's one person who is just firmly in belief that they are right about something. You know?
Sounds like you're saying that, like
It's
from a
not me,
personal.
maybe. I don't know. But you know, you can get a little stubborn in those moments where you're like, no, this really is the right thing for us, for our family, for our relationship. How do you, again, compromise? How do you get that other person to compromise or to see your side of things?
Well,
It's not asking for me. Again, it's for a friend.
Tone is going to be a big part of that, because if you come in if you come in hot with that like strong energy, strong tone, then the other person maybe not be inclined to listen, right? If they already think that this is it, that you're not even going to hear them.
Right.
It has to be a safe environment. And so you have to, sometimes you may have to take a step back and really like pause and say, okay, I want to hear what you have to say. And really letting the other person know that they are included in this. You didn't make the decision for them. You're like, I want to hear you so that we can make this decision together. You're always on the same team, even in compromise.
That's a good thing to remember. And it's all about delivery too, like your tone of voice. So when should you actually stand your ground? Like, if you feel very strongly and firmly about something, how do you get that across?
I think just being firm, right? Of really staying true to, I really believe in this, or I really want to do this, or I really see this as the vision, and just really, and bringing facts. People love facts, and they want to know, like, okay, you want to do this, but why? So give me some things, and talk about the benefits for the other person.
So let's talk about how to get comfortable with compromising. And I'm not going to call out our only children here, but you know, if you're in an environment, maybe like you grew up not having to share or compromise with somebody. I mean, sometimes having siblings teaches you compromise and sharing.
Sometimes.
Not always.
Not always.
But you know, how do you get comfortable with the idea of it and doing it?
Well, it's practice. You have to continue to do it consistently, and that's how you get comfortable with anything, right? But it's, again, you have to remember you're on the same team. This is only going to benefit your relationship, and if you're really serious and love your partner, you have to be willing to continue to stay in that pocket of consistency with communication and also compromise.
Yeah, and I'm assuming there's a difference between compromising and then always being agreeable or codependent on someone. I don't think that's good.
No, that's very different. And again, it's something that you have to identify, where does that come from for you? And I think a lot of times I ask people to do that work in therapy because it's something that maybe you've learned from childhood or the relationship you saw your parents in.
Can you elaborate on codependency for people who may not know fully what it is?
Yeah, codependency is where you really rely on the other person. Your own ideas are not your own. You're really allowing them to take this ship and steer it for you, and you really don't know how to function without them. And that's just, and for some people that's safe, because that's what they know, or they don't have to feel like they're going to let someone down.
Yeah.
And so, we all need to be individuals. That's what makes a strong relationship, is when we're each all individuals and come together as a partnership.
I feel like sometimes you have to say no. You know?
Absolutely. And sometimes you have to compromise.
You do, yeah. All right.
Compromise is not bad.
Learned here.
Compromise is not not bad.
It's not bad. All right.